All right. Hi. Hello. Welcome to the Shark Stream. Oh, it's so nice to be back to the Silent Hill games. We had obviously a bit of an extended break from these to get through the medium. Obviously entirely because we finally got that elusive release date for the Silent Hill 2 remake. So it was important that we got through the medium as quick as possible so that we could discuss it in comparison to the Silent Hill games, and just really kind of set our expectations for what a Bloober Team version of Silent Hill 2 could potentially be like. And I feel like we did a good job with that. If you missed it, basically, expectations are not great. Confidence is at an all-time non-existence. No, I shouldn't say that. I should not say that. Bloober Team is perfectly capable of putting out a good product. I'm just not confident in their ability to do so. But with that in mind, it's now time to pivot back to the games that they are pulling their inspiration from and continue through the Team Silent developed Silent Hill games. Now, I've talked about this before. When I say that, like, a Silent Hill game is Team Silent developed... Hold on. When I say that a Silent Hill game is Team Silent developed, I want to go ahead and just kind of quantify what I mean by that. Because generally speaking, Team Silent was not a static group of people. There were people who left, there were people who came on. Generally, there were a couple names that stuck around, you know, your Masahiro Itos, your Akira Yamaokas. But generally speaking, a lot of times when people talk about, like, oh, only the Team Silent developed games are good, there really isn't a sort of singular guiding philosophy with regards to each of those games, you know? Like, generally, someone else was at the helm, different people were working on it. It wasn't just like the same core team of people every time. That being said, there is something to be said for being a internally developed, being an internally constructed team versus the outsourcing of later Silent Hill titles. And there is something to be said for what a team of a particular culture brings to the space of horror. Like, there's all sorts of things that we can talk about, all sorts of things that we can look at with regards to, like, what horror means for a particular culture, for a particular country. And this is something that I've always personally wanted to see dissected, you know? Because it's just like, when we talk about, like, the first 4 Silent Hill games being developed by a primarily Japanese team, obviously are going to have a primarily Japanese sort of sense of horror with the way that they, like, tackle certain, like, topics or visuals, feelings of tension or dread, things like that. And I feel like this sort of like idea of like the sort of cultural texture of horror comes up, I feel like, in discussions of Silent Hill Homecoming, the sole U.S. developed Silent Hill game. Well, not sole U.S. developed Silent Hill game. Way Forward made Silent Hill Book of Memories. But that, of course, is a dungeon crawler, not your typical Silent Hill game. But Silent Hill Homecoming has a very sort of, like, I would say, actionized version of horror that is, I feel more consistent with sort of, like, B-movie style, like, horror plots that you see from, like, for, like, an American audience, you know, like a mid-tier, like, American horror film, like the Silent Hill movies, for example. I kid. But like it's that sort of thing. So when I talk about the wanting to take a look at the Team Silent developed games, that's sort of what I'm talking about. It's just like, it's regardless of whether or not there is the same people working on these games, or whether it's only like maybe a couple like recurring names, there's a texture to it. There is a distinct texture, there's a distinct flavor that really kind of only comes from having it's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's Japanese horror, you know? It's the same thing with, like, you know, Fatal Frame or Siren, etc., you know? It's that. Siren, very similar sort of thing, where Siren, of course, has, like, Siren 1 and 2, and then I think the third Siren game was developed primarily in the US? I'm pretty sure. So, similar kind of situation. But that's always something that I want to, like, I think about that with regards to Silent Hill Downpour. I think I've got nachos. Hold on one second. Let's fucking go. Alright, but this is something that I always wonder about with regards to, like, my personal favorite sort of, like, underrated game from the Silent Hill series, Silent Hill Downpour, where it's just, like, you know, there's a lot of hubbub made about Silent Hill Downpour and how effective it is as horror, and, how much the monster designs in that are just not particularly inventive. But, like, I wonder sometimes, just, like, what does horror look like to someone from Eastern Europe? You know? What are common aesthetic elements? What are common themes? My red sauce is being delivered. Give me one moment. My common theme, appreciate you. But, like, what common, like, themes or aesthetics are present in, like, Eastern European style horror? And how could the sort of look and feel of Silent Hill Downpour sort of evoke that? I don't fucking know. But it's something worth looking into, potentially. As as part of, like, sort of a wider discussion as to, like, are the Western developed Silent Hill games truly bad, or are they just misunderstood? Some of them are bad. Alright, let's go ahead and get in there. I'm not hearing anything. Oh, right. I'm not hearing anything because I turned off monitoring. Alright, let's try one of these here real quick. We want this one. So as I've discussed previously, Silent Hill 3 does not have the option for the original voices. Seemingly because, I don't know, I guess unlike Silent Hill 2, none of the original voice actors kicked up a stink about it. Or at least not on the level fucking professional weirdo guy he did. I think this is the first Mary Elizabeth McGlynn sung vocal theme. Like, I brought this up in the Medium. The Medium also had vocal Mary Elizabeth McGlynn themes in it, which was just kind of another example of, like, oh, they want to make a Silent Hill game so bad. Love was never meant to be such a crazy affair, no. And who has time for tears? Now this was, I want to say, this song was featured on a dance arcade game. I forget which one. But it's also one of the songs that was just straight up used. The first Silent Hill, when they went into the first Silent Hill movie, one of the things that just sort of, like, I think Christoph Gans, just based on his comments about the second film from the Silent Hill transmission, one of the things that Christoph Gans just sort of, like, inherently knew is that, like, you really just can't beat Silent Hill's music. It's so good. So when they made the first Silent Hill movie, they just used Akira Yamaoka's music from the games at what they felt were appropriate times in the film. And this was actually the credits theme, which, you know, is neat. Nachos. Alright. So we're just gonna go in. So, alright. We have a couple options for what we can do here. We have new game and extra new game. Now, we're going to go ahead. We're going to do... Because I think last time I tried to do something, like, very complicated. Where, don't do that again. Last time I played this, I tried to do something complicated where... Because here's the thing. Extra New Game has, like, a bunch of new shit in it. Like, whenever you unlock something by finishing the game under certain conditions... Extra New Game is where you go to use whatever it is that you've unlocked. The problem with Extra New Game is that it completely skips the game's prologue. Which sucks. Ugh. You know, this is actually my first time just kind of straight up eating jalapenos. Ooh, boyo. No, not again. So what we're going to do here is rather than go extra new game and like purely for the sake of getting all of like the cool extra shit, we're just gonna go straight new game. I'm sorry I'm crunching into the mic during this. I'm very hungry.
Where am I?
So, Heather's voice actress for the HD collection is the same voice actress who voices Rei Ayanami in some versions of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Here we are in Lakeside Amusement Park. And you may recognize this guy. Ugh, excuse me, goodness. A rabbit doll. No, it's a costume. Is there someone in there? Looks like there is, but I don't feel like making sure. It's Robbie the Rabbit. It's a giant rabbit costume. Why would this be here? But yes, this is our main character, Heather Mason. Heather Mason, in sort of like the pantheon of like survival horror characters, is generally pretty well regarded. And I think a lot of that kind of comes down to her personality, because she's such an interesting God, my nose is running now. It was a bad idea to eat this when I was planning on talking a lot. She's an interesting kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's interesting how different she is from like the previous protagonists in the series. Hold on one second. Because you had Harry Mason, who was very focused, didn't really have a whole lot of like Didn't have, I guess, like, there wasn't like an exaggerated personality in Harry Mason's writing. Like, his character he's a dad, you know? And, like, that's fine. That's all he needed to be. And then, of course, you move into Silent Hill 2, and you've got James, who is just incredibly depressed over the course of that game. So, he doesn't really have much of a personality that shines through outside of maybe like a few uh bits of flavor text where he kind of like lets things slip a little bit more than he ought to, like when you're in the morgue in the prison and you're like looking into like all the holes that like the bodies are stored in, or when you look at like the wall with all like the bottled drinks. And then of course there's the moments where he's just like, huh, gee, thanks, when Maria hands him the ring. Things like that. But otherwise, just kind of Harry Mason and James Sunderland, very dry characters. Heather Mason, on the other hand, is a teenager. And she doesn't have time for all of this psychological horror shit. And all of that, like, really comes through in, like, not just her voice dialogue, but also a lot of her, like, flavor text for when you examine things. Like, let's pop into... No, not there. So here we are in the gift shop. There's a rabbit stuffed animal here. There are some normal souvenir type toys here. Oh, huh. Never thought I'd say normal in a place like this. Like, she's got a bit of attitude. She's got a bit of sass. And it's that sort of like dissonance with like how she's behaving and sort of like the rest of the world around her, where she's just kind of tired of everything that she's dealing with. That I feel like makes her very much like a standout character in terms of just not even just Silent Hill, but also like survival horror in general. Oh shit, we got guns. I gotta make a gross noise real quick. 1 second. Oh, okay. Ah, beans. Ah, heck. Woohoo! Wow. Save me, mountain coaster. Mostly because I don't really have anywhere else to go. Wow. It's locked. Damn. Oh well, this'll probably be fine, right? The hell was that? Stop that. Stop making those terrible noises. Immediately. I beggst of thee. Thank you. Appreciate you acquiescing to my request.
Dad, it's me. Yeah, sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm coming home now. Oh, I didn't get that thing you asked me to. Okay. Okay, I will. I love you too, Dad.
Heather, I need to speak with you. My name is Douglas Carton. I'm a detective.
A detective? Really? Well, nice talking to you.
Hold on. There's someone that wants to meet you. Just let me have an hour. No, a half hour of your time.
My daddy always told me not to talk to strangers.
This is very important. It's about your birth.
That's a really weird thing to say
I'm
to
not
somebody
interested.
unprompted. I'm just saying.
Are you still following me? Do I have to scream?
Sorry. Now wait here.
So that was Douglas Cartland, who in the... You know, I should probably, like... I identified Heather's voice actress's name by... or Heather's voice actress by a previous role that they played. But to actually give her name, it's Amanda Wynn Lee in the HD collection. Douglas Cartland is voiced by Kirk Thornton in the HD collection, who may be potentially better known as the current voice of Shadow the Hedgehog. So, it's very funny to play this game, and then just like, all I can think hearing Douglas is he sounds like a Shadow the Hedgehog if he was like smoking a pack a day and drinking just as frequently. Guess someone's in there. Yeah, it's occupied. Rude of me to keep on knocking, huh? Hey, what's this? The mark on this mirror. It looks so familiar somehow. What do I know it from? Where did I once see it? And why does my head hurt so much when I try to remember it? Ugh. Ignore all this. So Heather's comment about her head hurting when she this is a save point. This is the Halo of the Sun. We saw this in the first game as well, and it has specific connotations under different circumstances. Generally, it being drawn in red is a good omen in a lot of cases. There are certain colors where if it is drawn in that color, it is a bad omen. The details of that, I don't fucking know offhand, unfortunately. But Heather's line about her head hurting when she looks at it is very similar to James looking at, you know, the first red sheet of paper at the bottom of a well in Silent Hill 2, and saying that when he looks at it, it feels like someone is groping around inside his skull. But Heather actually has a lot of like flavor text for these save points, so we'll see more of those as we go on. The road is blocked with empty boxes and stuff. I can't get through. On Extra New Game Plus, you find an infinite submachine gun here. Now, something that's being kind of implied here, but, you know, we shouldn't just leave implied, we should say it outright, is that currently we're not actually in Silent Hill. I forget specifically where we are, but the beginning of this game does not actually take place in Silent Hill. I don't think we hit Silent Hill until like the halfway point. I gotta make groceries real quick. 1 second. Excuse me. And this is something like I feel like I don't remember if that was like a major complaint of Silent Hill Homecoming when it came out, that like it focuses on Shepherd's Glen as opposed to Silent Hill. But like, you know, that's not like a new phenomenon. Both Silent Hill 3 and 4 have like large chunks of the game that just straight up do not take place in Silent Hill. Well, that's helpful. Maybe I should walk around it. Oh, never mind. How did this car park here? Backed in, probably. Ugh. My nose is very runny. Okay, so when I was doing my... I'm still technically currently doing a test playthrough of this game to remind myself of like how to get around. But when I was doing that, something that I noticed is, as this is the HD collection, as you can probably guess, there are many graphical issues with the game. And I remember that one of those is that, these sort of like back hallways in the mall have this weird sort of like fuzzy, like you've gone to your grandparents' house and their TV settings are fucked up and all of the shows that you're trying to watch have like this ghostly after image kind of quality to it. It's not present everywhere in the mall, but there's like enough Silver Ring House. There's like enough areas where it is present that it's like a problem. Oh god, those jalapenos making my nose running. My nose running? Cosmetic Angel. You may also notice like weird points of like screen tearing. Not full on screen tearing, but like there's a line where it's just like it kind of like warps there's like a line just kind of like diagonal through the screen. Like I'm trying to see. You can kind of see it when like I'm moving it around, like at the corner of like the rightmost window there. You can sort of see it. Ironically, I think the bitrate on the stream makes it a little bit more obvious. Watch Christopher. All right, I'm watching him. Is he going to do a trick? Bert's hat. Just the one. Purple side. Fancy goods. I didn't get a chance to see what this store was called. Ah, Marguerite. Oh, cool, a gun. Ah, sick, free gun. Ah, sick, free monster.
Stay back! Get the hell away from me!
That monster was perfectly fine up until just a moment ago. Until it suddenly decided, oh yeah, I should die. It's definitely not human. I've never heard of such an animal. And no way is it a costume. Sounds crazy when you say it, but monster is the only word for it. But I don't think I'm crazy. Oh well. It's not that I hate clothes, but this isn't the time or place. Handgun bullet, handgun bullet. Excuse me, are you okay? I can tell from here that it's dead. Should I call the police? Not like they'd believe me if I said, someone's been killed by a monster. I wonder if that is... Like, is that like a bespoke model specifically for this corpse? It'd be interesting if it was, because, like, Oh, God. Hold on one second. But it'd be interesting if it was, because, I think in Silent Hill 2, basically every random corpse that you find, like, on the street or in a building, is basically James's body. Like, they just reuse James's model for every corpse in the game. Every random corpse that you find. So, it would be notable if there's just a bespoke corpse for this one moment. Like, what did this lady do to deserve that, you know? Lock's broken, can't open the door. It's unlocked. Oh, we gotta find a map. Alright, before we continue further, let's take a look at what we got in our inventory here. So we've got this gun. Got a house key. Daisy Villa apartment number 102 is carved into the key. A front door key. We got a pendant. Dad gave me this pendant on my birthday. It's one of my treasured belongings. There's a jewel inside, like a little red tablet. That's probably important, right? I'm sure that'll be something that we'll need to worry about later. Knife. It's a switchblade for self-defense. Better with than without it against those monsters. I know it's terrible, but I just love walking around with this. Handgun. Holds 10 rounds of ammunition. Small and not powerful, but easy to use. Let's pop some bullets in that bitch. And handgun bullets. Bullets for a handgun. I would imagine so. This reminds me. Need to turn off noise effect. Turn bullet adjust up to ×3. Actually, hold on. Blood volume? Much? Little, normal, let's go much. I think that would be fun. Okay, here's the map. This area looks big, but there's not really that much here, honestly. Like, the actual important shit, like, it's larger than you'd hope, but, like, the actual actionable area, is smaller than you'd think. Something behind us. Lock is broken. Lock is broken. Lock is broken. It'd be too hard to get through here with all the boxes and pallets. So, I forget what those big guys with the club hands are called, but these are called numb bodies, and I just think they're adorable. Look at these little guys. so cute. Where am I going? Now that I've committed egregious murder, where am I going? There's lots of stuff posted up here, but nothing useful. Damn. Unfortunate. No! Smoking. I don't want to be here yet. That's progression. I want to explore. So far, exploration is not really doing much for me. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck me. Alright. Oh, okay. Yeah, just let me waste that bullet, I guess. Okay, it's dead. It's the kicking them while they're down in this game is not quite as reliable. Lots of stuff, but none of it really looks like it'll be useful. It's not as reliable as it is in what the hell are you looking at? Are you looking at the door or something? Like, is that what you're supposed to be trying to look at? It's not as reliable as it is in Silent Hill 2. Where it's just like, generally, if you can stomp on an enemy in Silent Hill 2, then you're pretty much guaranteed that that enemy is dead. Sometimes it takes a couple kicks from Heather in order to actually be certain that an enemy is down. You got to look for the spreading pool of blood beneath them to be 100% sure. Something's fallen between the table and the floor. I think it might be a key. If my arms were a little longer, I might be able to reach it. There's a huge pile of cardboard boxes on the table, full of books. It's way too much of a pain to move something that heavy. Can confirm, boxes with a lot of books in them, heavy as hell. I don't know, Heather. There's a lot of shit in this room. I'm sure you could use something to get it, but we're working with adventure game logic here. So we have to find a very specific weird thing to use to get key. It's like a magic circle I remember reading about in a book on black magic. Does it seem so familiar because I read about it in that book? No, that's not it. It's not the book. It's from the altar. Altar? What am I thinking? I don't know. Kind of a weird thing to say. Mall toilet. I make a gross noise again. 1 second. Okay. Alright, so we've only got a couple more doors to check here. Lock is broken. Lock is broken. I believe this door, if you're playing on extra new game, that door, the doorknob, like, Heather comments that the doorknob looks weird, and that's where you find the laser sword. Because there's a laser sword in this game if you've completed it at least once. It's fun. Alright, so we got a Sunshine Princess. Bluebell. Natalie shoe. Natalie shoes? Oh shit, Natalie's shoes are here. Oh fuck. My bestsellers. It's locked. It's like a big ass chain too. Jesus. Cafe Paradise Noon. Boutique Marguerite. Oh, weren't we just there? Key of Beauty. Helen's Bakery. It's bread. Pop off for it's bread. Hold on, we gotta... Needs to tell me that it doesn't allow sharing to the Xbox Live Network, but also that it uploaded to OneDrive. And I'm not really hungry, so I guess I don't need to worry about it. Fuck, it sure is bread. I got a pair of tongs. It's bread. It's bread. No, those are donuts. There's a flyer. Crispy toasted bread right to your very door. Everything on sale. Helen's Bakery. In Extra New Game Plus, this is where you find a flamethrower. There are no employees around. I wonder where they all went. They died. There's a train going by in the distance. So we got tongs now. So as you might probably guess, it's time to use these fucking tongs to get us a goddamn key. And as such, the key is going to have a very descriptive name, quite appropriate for its status as a key taken with tongs. I got the key taken with tongs. What? Oh, shit. More of them. Ow. 1 second, sir. Okay, we're still doing pretty good health-wise. We don't need to pop any health drinks just yet. Alright, so the only locked door that we've really encountered has been the one for the bookstore, so let's head there. Silent Hill 3 is not a game that I know quite as well as Silent Hill 2. I know it about as well as Silent Hill 1. In terms of the Team Silent games, my familiarity goes like Silent Hill 2, 3, 1, 4, I would say. Bookstore. There are magazines on the shelf. Some of them look interesting, but it's not really the time for that. I really like the implication that, like, Heather would be, like, more interested in checking some of this stuff out if it wasn't for the fact that she was trapped in a nightmare version of this mall. None of the books are very interesting, just the kind that I can buy anywhere. That's a pretty cool illustration, though. Wonder who drew that. It doesn't feature, like, a sexy bondage nurse in clothing that's too tight, so I don't think it was Ito. That's mean. I mean, no, I wouldn't say that's mean. I would say that's reductive. None of the books are very interesting. How the hell is this? I wish I could see some of these textures, like, more up close and clearer. I want to say, I know Voidburger did a playthrough of Silent Hill 3, and I can't remember if she also kind of, like, showed off some of the textures a little bit closer. It's locked. Oh, a beep pad. There's a note. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Put these books out of order. That's not what that says on the zoomed out version. So, this game, much like some of the other earlier Silent Hill games, as well as I want to say, I think the only other Silent Hill game that does anything with, like, puzzle difficulty is Downpour. But there are separate difficulty settings for action, which is just sort of like moment to moment, like fighting enemies and stuff like that, and puzzles. So like you can make the more intellectual parts of the game a little bit more difficult. And this particular puzzle, in terms of puzzle difficulty, had there's been a lot of discussion about it because this one is particularly difficult because it requires kind of a working knowledge of the works of William Shakespeare. But then, like, I think if I recall correctly, this was also something that was in the Voidburger Let's Play of Silent Hill 3. There was discussion about the actual puzzle itself, and while people have managed to kind of come to the correct conclusion for it, the actual puzzle clue is incredibly unclear as to like what clues are actually applied to what stories, and as a result, there is still like a degree of guesswork. Like if you get most of them, then you can figure out where like the last couple go. But also it's not super clear. We got to pick up every single one of these books individually. All right. So now we got to put these books on the onto shelf. Thankfully, if we just use one of them, then it just gives us all of them to put up here. So let's take book 1. See what we got. Oh, there's a code written on the spine. Okay, so this seems pretty clearly like the last one. So we're going to put volume 2 at the end here. This looks like it might be the first, so I'm going to slap volume 3 over on the left. I want to say, I think this might, yeah. Okay, that goes there. Okay. Okay. Bazinga. 0185. There's our code. Now we can leave. So a normal puzzle difficulty is just like, oh yeah, the code is written on the spines of the books. I forget specifically. Well, oh hey, it's Carrie Ann Moss.
Hey, wait, what's going on? Where is everybody? Those weird monsters.
They've come to witness the beginning. The rebirth of paradise, unspoiled by mankind.
That's not what the subtitle says.
What are you talking about?
Don't you know? Your power is needed.
How should I know?
I am Claudia.
So what?
Remember
I
me.
fucking love
And your true self
Heather
as
so
well.
much.
Also,
She
that
doesn't
which
give a
must
shit.
become. The one who will lead us to paradise with blood-stained hands.
Claudia, right? Did you do all this?
It was the hand of God.
Wait! I don't get it. What does she want me to remember?
Like, I just like that Claudia's just like, I am Claudia. And it's just like, okay, and you're not, like, Heather doesn't give a shit about any of this, like, cultish doomsday prophecy shit. She's just like, you haven't answered any of my fucking questions. Are you just dumb? And I like that. She's such a good protagonist. Because she doesn't fucking care about any of this weird shit. She just wants some goddamn answers. This is some good fucking... Oh, there's no button? There are no buttons for the elevator. Oh, we just going. We just going, huh? Strange noise. Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio? A radio? What the hell is this doing falling down from the ceiling? Anyway, I guess it explains the static from just before. All it's picking up is static. What if it's broken? Ooh.
Is this a dream? It's gotta be. Not even a kid could believe in this.
It's your boy Valtiel. And then whatever that was.
When am I gonna wake up?
Valtiel's a weird one. He's ostensibly like an incredibly important like creature within the canon of this game, but you don't really interact with him. He just sort of shows up in like the background sometimes. Anyway, shit's fucked now. So, Silent Hill 3 goes back to more... Silent Hill 3 is a return to basically like a lot of stuff that they kind of stopped really like... How to put this? Hold on, I'm gonna try and find an area where I'm not under fucking siege by dogs. Here we go. There's been a lot of talk about how, like, the sort of historical responses to the Silent Hill games, just kind of as they've come out, have been sort of, like, rewritten over time, where it's just, like, initially, Silent Hill 2 wasn't received particularly well by people who were fans of Silent Hill 1, because it was not connected to that game's plot in any way. This is a romance novel. Can't be bothered with that now. No, I'm going for the ampoule. And in a similar vein, Silent Hill 3, like, as time went on, people obviously warmed up more to Silent Hill 2 and realized, oh shit, wait, this is one of the greatest horror games ever made by mankind. And then Silent Hill 3 came out, and Silent Hill 3 went back to being connected to Silent Hill 1, like it went back to that game's plot. And everyone was just like, no, we wanted something more like Silent Hill 2. But in that sense, it's not just like a return to like the plot styling of Silent Hill 1. but also some of the aesthetic decisions of Silent Hill 1, like the Silent Hill 2 had other worlds in it. Like you had an other world for the hospital, you had an other world for the hotel, but it was very limited in like what it decided to use for that. And then you had just like whatever the fuck was happening beneath Toluca Lake, really. Um, but it wasn't in the sort of same vein as just like Silent Hill 1, where like, oh hey, you spend this much, you spend some time in an environment, and then after a certain point that environment shifts to being significantly other, right? And then just, the blood and the viscera and the rust and the grates, etc., etc., etc. Um, Silent Hill 3 sort of pivots back to that, where it's a similar thing where like you spend some time in an environment, and then at some point things change for one reason or another, and suddenly you are in a fucked up and gross version of that environment. Where Silent Hill 2, the difference was not subtle necessarily, but it wasn't as drastic. Where it's just like, yeah, the version, the I think like there it's the hotel, and then the true hotel, where it's just like, yeah, no, at some point the hotel had some fire damage, and now you're seeing it as it is, completely just like broken down, and with all sorts of like water damage from sprinklers and certain areas cut off, etc., etc. Silent Hill 3 is just like, it's time for Horror Town, baby! This again. Looking at it makes my head hurt, but at the same time, it's like so familiar. I know I've forgotten something really important, but I also have the feeling that I'd be better off not remembering it. But also, I want to save my game. Horrible noises. Just the worst. Lock is broken. Lock is broken. Lock is broken. Son of a bitch. Okay, if I turn around and head straight that way, this is an area I haven't been to. Lock is broken. Don't pay any attention to me. I'm not gonna... beans. Oh, fuck. Oh, hey, a ladder. Ladder's hanging halfway down from the ceiling. Even if I stand on the table and stretch my hands out, I can't reach it. I only had something long to snag it. Gotta snag that ladder. Oh, shit. Ah. 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 That little sound cue there, the one that's like, dwee, like that one, I'm pretty sure that's used in Halo 1 in some of the tracks for that. Like when the flood attacks, I think it's used there. What do I got? I thought maybe that was a health drink. Yeah, that one. That's used when the flood attacks in Halo 1, I'm pretty sure. Lock is broken. Warning, when leaving the room, be sure to turn out the lights. It will be obvious if they are not switched off. What? I got a flashlight. So normally, you're supposed to turn the lights off, and then you'll be illuminated by the flashlight over on these boxes. But I noticed the flashlight there before actually doing that, so I kind of ruined the effect. My bad. So I think this is the bathroom we were in before. Ah, shit, bleach. Nice. I just got the first season of that for free. Is someone actually in there? Oh. It's soaking with blood, but there's no one here. Did someone respond, or is it just me? Fucked up if true. What do we got here? It's full of filthy, muddy water. It looks like something's stopping it up. Will you remove the blockage? Yes!
No. Forget it. This is way too gross. Who would even think of doing something so disgusting?
Yeah, fuck you, James. So here's a fun fact about that. That is one of two little bonuses, to like 2 or 3 little bonuses that you get if you have a Silent Hill 2 save file when this game came out in on the PS2. There's at least one more that I know of is definitely related to that, and then another that's just another cheeky callback. But I love Heather being just like, what kind of fuck? Oh shit! What kind of fucking idiot just goes and shoves their hand in a dirty toilet? Ew. You have to be a real weirdo to do something like that. It's like, yeah, James Sunderland doesn't deserve to be treated nicely. These clothes are awfully dirty. They're stained with blood spatters? They weren't like this before. What could have happened? Oh, shit! Bulletproof vest! Sick. Ah, bois? I got a hanger. Who's meowing? Cassie? Hold on. She was sleeping in her bed before. Now she isn't. Oh, there you are. You're over there. Big little stretch. Hello, Ion Agenda. Woo hanger. What the fuck was that noise? Hello? Is someone in here? If someone's in here, you legally have to tell me or else it's entrapment. What? So we gotta head back to the desk with the ladder on it because, believe it or not, the hanger's what we need for that. Beep. Hello, CO Burb. I see Cute Shark, but more importantly, Silent Hill. Hell yeah. Welcome to the Shark Stream. Good to see you. Thank you for thinking I'm cute. It's not that I need the self-confidence boost, but like, you know, it's not unwelcome. I hope you enjoy your time here though. We're just gonna fuck all these guys. I don't give a shit. We're just leaving. I just want to leave. I gotta get out of here. All right, let's go ahead and I forget at what point we get the. So here's something that I actually talked about when I played this game last. So I've discussed this before. The HD collection on Xbox One and Xbox Series X is a different version of the HD collection that you get by just playing it on a 360. And one of the major things that's improved by playing it on the Xbox One or the Xbox Series X is that on the 360, if you have the SMG, come on, Heather, you can do it. If you have the SMG on the 360 and you just fire it continuously, all of the bullet sounds overlap over each other, creating the worst noise I've ever heard in my life. It gets like 10 times worse if you're using the infinite SMG. This is something that is thankfully fixed on more recent Xbox models. Why would something like this be here? This isn't a hospital. Not worried about the fact that there are apparently dead bodies there, Heather? This is something that's fixed on more recent Xbox models, which is nice. And it's just one of those like little things where it's just like the HD collection isn't perfect, but it's in a state now where it's better than it was at launch and is reasonably like nice to play if you're playing it on Xbox. Man, I need to play Silent Hill. Only played 2. 2's probably the best one. So like, you know, you're not doing so bad. But yeah, I love all of the Silent Hill games that I've played. There are several I haven't played, like the arcade game, the Game Boy Advance play novel, the PS Vita dungeon crawler. I don't want to go down here. But I played all the mainline games. Oh. Oh, shit! Ah! It's unlocked. Where does this go? Hello? Everyone calls me weird because when I'm upset, I will watch the Silent Hill movie, and I've always loved the Silent Hill, but never played the game, so last year when I streamed 2, but it was so fucking lost. Okay, here's the thing. I am actually a pretty big fan of the first Silent Hill movie. Ow! Piss! Excuse me. I really like that one, and I'm really excited that the new one that's going to be coming out is being handled by the same director. I think that was a really good choice that Konami made in handing that off. Here's a walnut. Don't worry about it. There was a nice silver ring in here the last time I came. Bummer that it's gone, huh? Oh, it's not time to, like, worry about clothes or books, but, like, it's apparently time to, like, steal rings? Is that how it is? Hold on. We didn't actually get to take a look at this TV here. By the time we got another movie, don't get me wrong, I liked the second movie, but it was lacking. No, listen. I like the first one. The second one sucks. It's bad. And it's appropriate to talk about that one and how bad it is because this is the game that it was based on. But yeah, no, not a fan of the second one. Okay. I try not to, like, just sort of outright hate things. I like to have fun with stuff that's bad as much as I like to have fun with stuff that's good. So I'll still watch Silent Hill Revelation and, like, just goddamn, I saw that movie in theaters in 3D. Like, not day of release, but, like, day after release. So, like, I was there. I was on the front line. Ow, shit. I was on the front lines of Silent Hill Revelation. Oh, wait, I just came out of here. No, 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 no. Yeah, no, that movie's bad. Okay, what do we have in our inventory right now? We got the bleach. We got the walnut. That's what I mean. The second movie wasn't good, but Pyramid Head being a guardian and watching them fight, and the mannequin guy was sick. The mannequin monster was probably like the highlight of that movie for me. I thought that was pretty good. What do you mean? He just wanted to talk. Oh, what, the numb body? Who do you specifically? Who do you mean? He just wanted to talk. I need to know so that I can yes and this bit. I'm sorry. Yeah, the numb body. Okay. I'm not interested in anything he has to say. Mostly because the things that he has to say are like... I want you to know that I did like T-Rex hands when I made that noise. Like I pulled in my arms to my body. Okay, we're on an ad break now. Ah, boy. I gotta do something with this walnut. Oh. What would a platform game be without platforms? Oh. Excuse me. Okay. One second. Okay. Pool of blood. That one we definitely want to go ahead and kill because we're going to need to be kind of like coming in and out of this area a couple times. Because we got this fucking thing. It's locked. The door has a red crescent and a round dent. Something's written here in the same color red. Piling up the 300th day and night from beyond the door, cries of pain are heard, and the final destination has become real, though not a blessed beginning. There's also a dog around here. And despite the fact the sound is coming out of my left ear, I know he's down that way. There he is. You can kind of see him. Because for some reason, sounds from the right side of the screen come out of the left ear. Just one of those funny little HD collection things. Delightful. What is this? Barbecued dog? What, was Robert F. Kennedy Jr. having a meal here? What the fuck? Sorry, I try not to get political. It is very fucked up that he ate dog. And, like, posed with it. Anyway, who the hell would make something like this? Furthermore, who the hell would eat... I mean, we just discussed... Also, hi, Nero Sky High O2. Thank you for coming. There's something in the dog's stomach. I got a cooked key. Yo, this key's fucking cooked. This key is so cooked. Health drink. First aid kit. Anything else up here? Lock is broken. Beans. But yeah, I am excited for the new Silent Hill movie. I am interested in seeing how it shakes out. Well, cute shark, I sadly shall leave you here. Don't want to spoil the game for myself, as I may do... Ah! Thank you for the follow. I may do it myself sometime. I shall drop you a follow so I can catch future streams. Alright, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a good one. It's probably best to bounce here if you don't want to be spoiled, because we're still pretty early in the game. Okay, we're good. Lock is broken. Lock is broken. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ah, more toilets. Ew. Oh, God. Camera angle. Is there nothing in here? There's just nothing in here, I guess. Okay. Lock is broken. Huh. Alright. We did get the cooked key. And there is a locked door on the bottom floor. So... logic would dictate that the cooked key goes to the locked door. I'm sorry, but who is cooking a key? Oh, you know. People not getting enough iron in their diet? I don't know. Do they make keys with iron? What metal are keys usually made out of? Hold on. I feel like I've heard of there being like an iron key. Hold on. What metal are keys made out of? Keys can be made from a variety of metals, including brass, nickel brass, stainless steel, medium carbon steel, aluminum alloy, bronze, and copper. So not generally iron. Pipe. Ah, pipe. Generally, I'm not really one for, Oh, that's not fair. You can't do sick dodges on me. I'm not usually one for melee weapons in this game. I will say, going back to the topic of Silent Hill Revelation, there is a scene in that movie where Heather picks up a steel pipe, and she holds it basically exactly like she does here to threaten Douglas Cartland, whose actor I don't know the name of for that movie, but I do know that he shows up in Hannibal at one point. I want to say he also shows up in a Marvel movie, but I couldn't tell you which one. Is this supposed to be the bakery? Where's the bread? It was bread, though. I got detergent. Now I can wash all those clothes back at the clothing boutique that are covered in blood. Yay! That was my goal all along, to wash those clothes so that I could steal them. This actor is Martin Donovan. Hold on. Let me confirm. Martin Donovan. Surviving Desire, Superman, Amateur, Flirt, Book of Life, whatever, Insomnia. He was in Tenet. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Now that I'm looking at his picture on Wikipedia, that's 100% him. Were you in any of the Marvel? He was in Ant-Man. That's right. I think he's one of, like, the bad guys. Mitchell Carson appears as the secondary antagonist in Ant-Man, portrayed by Martin Donovan. This version is Agent of Hydra, who previously worked with blah, 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 S.H.I.E.L.D., so on and so forth. And then who were you? You were in... I remember I rewatched Hannibal because I hadn't seen it all the way through before. I saw like up to halfway through season 3, and then like more recent, and then like I decided like I'm just gonna rewatch all of Hannibal, and I really liked it. He was definitely in Hannibal. Why isn't it on this list? This Wikipedia page is shit. He's not even on here. I'm pretty sure he's in Hannibal. We're gonna turn this fucking fan off. It's very important that we do so. Because we're going here and we got all these bugs. Ow. I'm not going any further. It's creepy and dangerous to boot. There's gotta be a way. I can't very well stab them one by one. Some insecticide would do the trick. We don't have any insecticide. So instead, we're just going to make mustard gas. Bleach, the sort of stuff you use to clean a toilet. I think I have the same kind at home. Bottle says danger, do not mix. Detergent, it was next to the bakery sink. It's not for dishes, though. It's for the bathroom. Bottle says danger, do not mix. So obviously, we're going to fucking mix. Alright, that's permanent lung damage. So here's the thing. I believe it's a death state if you do... No, I don't think it's a death state. I believe she has a line about not doing that while the fan is on. Maybe, because if you put that shit in there and that fan's still on, I believe it blows it back into this room, and it might be a death state. I don't know. I've never done it. But in order for us to actually progress, we do need to turn the vent fan back on to clear out the room. She does have a line about not going back in if the fan isn't back on. Anyway, all these bugs are dead. Hooray! Door's locked. Door's locked. This is a long hallway. Is this on the map? Oh yeah, it is. This is gonna bug me now. Hold on. Is Martin Donovan in Hannibal? Yes. Okay. Jesus Christ. That was going to bother me if I didn't confirm. He plays Jack Crawford's therapist in season 3. I remember I was just like, not seeing it on his Wikipedia page made me feel like I was going fucking crazy, because I'm just like, I definitely remember seeing him in that show and being like, holy shit, that's the guy who plays Douglas Cartland in Silent Hill Revelation. So I'm glad I'm not fucking nuts. No more so than usual, at any rate. Alright, where am I going? Let's check these two. Oh, hi! Oh, I don't want to be out here yet. Hold on. Excuse me. Thank you. Lock is broken. Alright. Let's check these other doors. Lock is broken. Lock is broken. Lock is broken. And dead end. Okay, cool. Well, now we know. For science. And my own peace of mind. Which piece of mind, you may ask? The left one. Lock is broken. Oh god, I think these guys are called pendulums. The flying guys. They're kind of weird. I don't know what to make of them. They just seem like Like, most of these enemies, I can sort of get a sense of, like, the design of them. Like, you know, the split-head dogs, or, like, the closers, which is the guys with, like, the big club hands. Reused models from Silent Hill 2, by the way. They were the mandarins, which are the things that, like, hang below the grates that James sometimes runs across. Um, uh, like a lot of times, like, I'll understand sort of like the design philosophy of what they're doing, but like the pendulums just seem like they were just kind of thrown together. Like, I don't really understand those ones. There's a sort of vice here. Well, time to crack a nut. Oh, no nut in the walnut shell, just a jewel. I got a moonstone. Moonstone. Save point. This pattern looks like it could have been drawn in blood. I bet it's some sort of cursed symbol. No wonder my head hurts and I feel so awful when I look at it. How long have I been going for? Hour and a half? Probably go for another hour, I think. Alright. Fucking do it. It's unlocked. I am still in trouble. You weren't in here before. I guess I should be grateful that you don't have, like, a projectile attack. You sort of seem like you would be the kind of monster to have a projectile attack. You got that fucking sphincter on the front of your goddamn face that feels like it should be shooting something at me. Something foul and disgusting. I probably got to check on the cats that were cat sitting at some point. Might need to let them out for a bit. They get so restless. It's a little sad. Oh, shit. We got so many animals in this house, I swear. Shut up. Who told you you could growl at me? I certainly didn't give any indication that that was acceptable behavior. Oh, I definitely gotta switch to a fucking gun. What a thrill. With darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm certain. Oh, it's a cutscene. Kind of hoping it maybe get to sing a little bit more, but you know, it's fine. Not like I 100% know the lyrics to that song anyway. Oh, shit. I love that she turned around in surprise before the sound clip played. Just little HD collection things. Hello? Huh? I don't think you're supposed to see her model on the side there like that. Say hello to the split worm. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's like a fan theory or if it's like a confirmed thing that this is intended to be like the larval form of like the split-headed lizard from the first game. Oh, shit. Wow, rude. But it's definitely pretty similar. Oh, we are in trouble already. Let's, Oh. Well, alright. That went a little bit better than I thought it was going to.
What? It's the shopping mall just like before. Am I back?
We are so fucking back. Key of Beauty. Purple side. Blue Marine Surf Sharp. Never mind, he died. It went a little bit better than I expected. I thought I was going to have to talk about that more. So that's actually another one of those things where it's just like the HD collection on Xbox One or Xbox Series X is a little bit is in a little bit of a better state than the HD collection on the 360. On the 360, any boss fight that you win, so like there's always a cutscene when the boss fight ends, showing like the boss dying or like there's like a death state for the boss. If you're playing on the 360, those slow down to like a frame every like 3 seconds. And it makes like initially you think that it's frozen, but then like it progresses slightly and then progresses again and then again, and it's just like, oh, I'm gonna be here for a bit, aren't I? Gatekeeper! Orange Field. Yo, ain't that cat from the Sundays Funnies? The Funnies? Ruby Coffee Company? Like a Google slideshow. Yeah, exactly. Thankfully, Newsboy, and thankfully, if you're playing on the Xbox One or the Xbox Series X, that doesn't happen. Thank fucking God. Allie's Ice Cream. Whatever that says. God, I'd eat at a place called fucking Happy Burger. I want to go to a Happy Burger. I bet their burgers are actually really good. A lot of good shit in the Happy Burger. I don't think I've ever utilized the beef jerky in this game. I wish I could see what the menu says. I want to know what they got for burger at the Happy Burger. Please, Heather, I'm begging you, let me look at the signs. I gotta save in the Happy Burger. It's unfortunate that it's just called Burger Shop on the save screen and not specified as Happy Burger. Cutscene time.
Heather,
Oh, hey, Douglas.
You.
By this point in the movie, you were dead.
what just happened?
How you holding up?
You must be one of them.
What did I do?
I just got here.
What do you mean by one of them?
You're in on this with that Claudia, aren't you?
Claudia? What about her? She asked me to find you, that's all.
So you are one of them.
Claudia did all that? Look, I was just hired to find you. I'm not on anybody's side. I don't know anything about this. Why don't you start by telling me what happened here? And that monster. What the hell was that?
Oh, you saw all that.
I don't know any more than you do. All I know is that things are getting really screwy around here, and I've got a weird feeling it has something to do with me. Maybe you're just an innocent bystander, but I can't feel sorry for you, because you dragged me into this. You know, if you hadn't found me...
What are you talking about? What's so special about you anyway?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be so confused, would I? But I know there's something. Something I've been running from and forgot for a long time. How did I remember that?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Where are you going?
Shifting around in the chair. Give me a second.
I'm taking the subway home.
What should I do?
Guess I'll go
fuck
fuck myself. I think one of the interesting things about Heather as a protagonist within the context of Silent Hill 3 is that with Silent Hill 2, James was very clearly like repressing a lot of his memories and his feelings on like Mary and her death and everything like that. But it's pretty clear just sort of right out the gate that Heather 100% knows more than she's even letting the player on, than she's letting on, like even to the player, where it's just like, even if there are certain things that she doesn't remember, like at the same time she's starting to remember things, and then by the time we get to like the halfway point where we actually go to Silent Hill, she basically knows everything. Like she's essentially caught up on the plot of Silent Hill 1. She recalls it. Give me a second. A friend of mine is doing $10 Warrior of Light sketch headshots. And I need to get in on that. Fruity Rouge. Hello, Kale. Yeah, Fruity Rouge. That's not even the most famous, like, goddamn ad in this fucking subway. We're gonna get there, don't worry. We're gonna see them. But first... Hold on, I gotta... I don't have like a lot of like usable money for like commissions right now, unfortunately. But I can handle like a $10 headshot sketch. Heather really likes that specific floor tile that she's looking at. Yeah, this is one of the areas that kind of has like that weird like fuzzy quality to it on the HD collection. Don't know what the deal is. Have you ever, have you ever wanted the best makeup product? Then pick Fruity Rouge. It fruity. It's so fruity. It's delicious. Eat it. Eat the makeup. Hold on. Link to photo. Turn off editing. Copy link. I promise I'll continue playing in just a moment. This is very important. There is a specific flavor of Japanese media that includes fake American ads that I love with all my heart. Kale, were you here yesterday for Bullet Witch? Because Bullet Witch has a lot of really good, like, fake ads in it. I was here. I told you to go back to the burger shop. That's right. There was a lot that happened on that stream. Okay. I'm almost done here. I think I may be overdoing it here. Hold on. Wouldn't be surprised if I was. Okay. Let's sure, link to photo. Just over encumbering with potential references. I just gotta grab a few things that are necessary. There's a there's a hoodie a character wore in Common Rider that says corned beef, you and I are a great combination, and a picture of two spam cans. That's incredible. All right, And then I just need, let's see. I feel like I took a really good some really good screenshots of Eigelt's face recently to send to a friend for reference images. So let me see if I can find one of those real quick to send to this friend for reference purposes. God, I have so many fucking screenshots. Still scrolling, one moment. Cancel, 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 cancel. Still scrolling. I take so many goddamn pictures of my Warrior of Light. Oh, I didn't even need to scroll that far. I already have it sorted as newest. I'm a fool. I was just wasting time. Good job, me. Okay, here we go. Share link to photo. Turn off allow editing. Copy the link. Let's do this 3/4 view one. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Agree. Go to payment. All right. Need to take more of Dell. All right, let's go ahead and continue. Fruity Rouge. And then what's this one? We got Eco Actions. Think about Earth Day. Earth Day is one word with a capitalization in the middle. Where is it? Let me see my child. Aw, shit, growing strong and healthy. Minmo. Cat Food's Minmo. Oh, I love Minmo. I love Minmo so much. I have a goddamn one of my favorite. The hoodie that I'm currently wearing most often is one that the Yeti put out with like a artist rendition of the Minmo ad. And it's really good. If you've ever seen the Yeti Minmo shirt, like it's a very good rendition of that. Look at that cat. Look at that fucking cat. Love cats. I love cats so goddamn much. Love you, Minmo. Nothing will ever match the greasy JPEG quality of Minmo. God, can you imagine if we got like a Silent Hill? I think here's my thought, right? They're doing for whatever goddamn reason, they are skipping straight to doing a remake of Silent Hill 2. I mean, like, I know what the reason is. I don't necessarily agree with it. But, like, I know what it is. You know? It's because Silent Hill 2 is the one, you know? That's the one that everybody loves. And the one that's, like, the most famous. Also, they're making a movie of it. Like, Silent Hill 2 is the game. So, like, I know the reason. I know the reason they're skipping straight to 2. But also, I admittedly think it would be kind of neat if, this is just me. This is just me personally. I think it would be kind of neat if they combined remakes of Silent Hill 1 and 3 into one game. Personally. Like, I know that would be a lot of work. But also, it's incredibly doable if you're not trying to, like, turn everything into, like, a goddamn AAA cinematique masterpiece, you know? You don't have to make it The Last of Us. You can just, have it be Silent Hill. I think that would be nice. It would be nice, because it's just like, it's the same narrative beginning to end. Maybe you could throw Silent Hill Origin in there. There's a newspaper left on top of the ticket machine. Fatal accident at Hazel Street. At about 11 p.m. on the 4th, a man waiting on the platform at the Hazel Street station fell onto the tracks and was decapitated by the arriving St. Renata College-bound train. The victim died instantly. While police have not yet determined whether the death was an accident or suicide, witnesses report that the victim did not look inebriated and seemed to jump off the platform deliberately. The victim's identity is still unknown. He was approximately 40 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall, and was wearing a black jacket. A blacket, if you will. This newspaper is 4 months old. What's it doing here now? Should I be running through the subway brandishing a gun? Probably not. Fuck the turnstile. Oh god, the map's over here, right? I need to have this map. You never know how desperately you need a map in a Silent Hill game until, like, you're in a level where it's really easy to miss it and you don't pick it up. The gun is for the turnstile. Don't say that. You're correct, but don't say it. Don't get me in trouble. The Bergens. Like from Trolls. I should rewatch Trolls Band Together. I really liked that movie. I like all the Trolls movies. I think they're really fun. As a kid who was really into NSYNC, though, I very much identified, or I very much loved Band Together more than anything. I read this a long time ago. It's a nothing little occult magazine. Seemed like a bunch of crap to me. It's not so bad if you just read for fun, though. The souls of those who died suddenly by suicide or accident don't realize they're dead. Sometimes they stay put and haunt that particular place. These spirits have lost their human senses and memories and can only keep replaying the pain and sadness of the moment they died. The pain can get so bad that they turn to humans for salvation, or they begrudge humans their lives. At such times, they can possess humans. Places known as famous suicide spots or high accident areas are often to blame. You should be careful when approaching such locations, especially on the day or at the time the death occurred. That is, if you don't want it to happen to you too. Woo! Spooky. Boy, I love Fatal Frame. Yeah, Maiden of Black Water fucks. God, I should replay Maiden of Black Water. That one's my favorite. Didn't you play Maiden of Black Water like last year? I did! You're correct. Oh, shit. Well, that was weird. Anyway, so that is an entirely optional encounter. You can, I believe you can only get that if you read the newspaper on top of the ticket machine and then read the occult magazine on the stairwell. I love Mask of the Lunar Eclipse to the point I have the Japan version of its Switch port. Hell yeah. I played that last year too. I was really excited to finally get to play Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Because I'd heard a lot of really good things about it, and I gotta say, it was really good. I like the male character in that game a lot better than the male character in Maiden of Blackwater. Ren Hojo is kind of a wet blanket of a man to me. Yeah, excuse me. Ren Hojo has exactly one job, and he kind of sucks at it. Ugh. Ah! Who let all these dogs in here? Oh, one of them saw me, and now the horrible music has started up. Oh god, it got louder all of a sudden. I say horrible music, but I don't mean that, like, it's bad or anything. It's just like, oh god, this is unnerving. This is designed to be unnerving. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go down the other side. Who let the dogs in? Woof. 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 The fuck does that say? I can't read any of these. Ah, boy. What you looking at, Heather? Oh. Funny little health drink. I enjoy a good health drink. Is there anything I can fucking do here? Isn't this where I'm supposed to be? Oh, this is Hazel Street. Hold on. Oh, God, excuse me. Oh, God, excuse me. You like the bass down, I can lose control. Dance on and nice and slow. We do it better. You know we do it better. I don't mind if the world spins faster. Waves get high. I don't mind if the moon spin faster, faster, faster. Just let me take you to a better place. The chains holding the doors together are secured with a bolt and nut. The nut is screwed on tight. I can't. Excuse me. The nut is screwed on tight. I can't turn it with my hands. Oh, Minmo, we're really in it now. Oh, hey, this one's open. Ah, beans. Hey guys, can you just like leave me alone? I'm having kind of a rough one right now. Like, this day isn't going at all the way I wanted it to, and I'm just really stressed. I just want to go home. This path is blocked with trash. I can't go through here. This path is blocked with fucking trash. Those goddamn garbage. I don't mind. It fucks me up that Better Place on the Trolls Band Together soundtrack is listed as being by NSYNC and Justin Timberlake. Like, come on. Health drink, health drink. The path is blocked with trash. I can't go through here. Trash and a dead body. Are we not going to talk about the dead body? Is someone sleeping here? All this red stuff around here is blood. This guy's not sleeping. Why am I not the least bit surprised? I think that nightmare's numbed my senses a little. She's just like, oh, cool, dead body. Yeah, it kind of fucks me up that it's just like, it's NSYNC and Justin Timberlake. And it's just like, motherfucker. Justin Timberlake is part of NSYNC. Like, that's really, that's redundant. Like, come on. I got a nutcracker. It's time to crack some nut. A lot of nut cracking in this game. First the walnut. Now like the metal nut. I've never even seen like this kind of a nutcracker. Like, what the hell is this? Whatever. Hold on. Let's take a look at that. Fucking before I keep getting rusty and impossible to turn. This is for cracking open nuts. I don't know why that makes me just like so genuinely upset. Where it's just like, is he just like, was this a request from JT himself where he's just like, listen, I need separate billing from the rest of NSYNC if I'm going to be if we're going to be doing this. Like, is he that full of himself? That's a Victorian kink toy. Sure seems like it. I guess. This is gonna ruin the tour. The world tour. It's, I don't know, it fucks me up because it's like, so the entire thing, here's a bit of boy band lore for you. The name NSYNC, the way that was created was that they took the last letter of each of their first names and arranged them in a way that was like an approximation of the words in sync. So saying that's like, oh, it's NSYNC and Justin Timberlake is weird because Justin is already represented by the name NSYNC. Last letter of the first name, Kale. Excuse me. It's the last letter of the first name, so it's the N. Justin. You gotta keep up here. Gotta be on the ball. Can't be making rookie mistakes like this. Cause yeah, God, what is it? It's cause there's Justin, Chris, Joey. Or what, you'll use the Nutcracker. Hold on. NSYNC members. Right, because what it is it's they get an N from Justin, they get the S from Chris, they get the Y from Joey. The second N is actually from Lance Bass, whose full name I believe is Lanston, like Lanceton, if I recall correctly. And then the C is from JC Chazé. Hold on, I'm confirming this. Give me 1 second. No, it's not Lanston. Okay, then I don't. I could have sworn. Like, hold on. Now I don't know any. Now I don't know because his first name is James. I don't know anymore. Hold on. My entire worldview is falling apart. You're gonna need to give me a second. How did they come up with the name in sync? Last letter from each member's name actually spells out in sync. Wait, hold on. Who the fuck is Jason? There's no Jason in NSYNC. What the fuck? This says that like one of the names used as to get in sync was Jason, but who the fuck is Jason? Hold up. No, wait, hold up. Who the fuck is Jason? Oh, okay, hold on. There's a lost No, hold on. There's a lost NSYNC band member. Hold the fucking phone. Okay. So they had a bass singer um who was part of the group when they were like practicing that had joined during auditions um and rehearsals, and they were planning to officially sign with a label, but at the last minute this Jason guy dropped out, and because he wasn't fond of the direction their musical style was going in. Is that where Lance came? That's where Lance comes in. So there's a vestigial N in the name NSYNC from the fifth guy who left before they hit it big. Do you think that guy ever regrets it? I wonder. This is a weird tangent. Let's keep going. And Kalen, you can't keep making rookie mistakes. He says spending 10 minutes to actually himself live on stream. I could have sworn Lance Bass's full name was Lanston. But instead his first name is James. And Lance is just Lance. What an amazing world we live in. So full of wonder. I got shotgun shells. Which must mean that I'm also getting... It's a gift wrap box. Could it be a birthday present? No, I guess not. Nobody I know would give me something this gross. But I'll take it anyway. It should come in handy against the monsters. I got a shotgun. I got a shotgun. Fucking thinking about goddamn Alan Wake Night Springs DLC. Just like, what? Is that a real shotgun? Happy birthday, Heather. Oh god, I'm remembering the fucking weird-ass birthday shit from fucking... Oh god. Excuse me, I'm getting tired. From goddamn, what's it called? Silent Hill Revelation. Oh shit, an insane cancer. That's what this enemy is called, by the way. Welcome back, dear. You missed Gage gaslighting us and himself about NSYNC members. It's not my fault. I never realized that there was a lost member of NSYNC. Okay? I gotta kick this guy in the taint for a bit. Hold on. Oh, shit. Ah! They are deceptively fast. Okay, I think he's just dead now. He bled out. They're supposed to deflate when they're fully dead, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there he goes. Did you say something about being into... Well, I was into NSYNC when I was a kid. You remember this whole start with a little known fact about boy bands, and then I was wrong as shit. The VOD remembers. I wasn't that wrong. I was actually right. I just forgot about, like... I just thought that, like, Lance's full name was different from what it actually is. I was correct. Trying to talk about gaslighting, trying to pretend that I was wrong in what I said when like by all accounts I was right. Get out of here with that shit. Oh boy. I'm gonna head back to the Bergen Street fucking platform. I'm not 100% certain where I'm supposed to be going with all this. But, like, I guess I have a shotgun now. Hazel Street. Hazel Street. Bergen. Fine, I'm leaving. I'm taking Lanston with me. Fine, whatever. I don't care. This all started because I was talking about how I really like the Trolls movies. And then just my entire worldview with regards to, like, a boy band that I really liked growing up was just completely shattered by finding out that they had a secret member that I wasn't aware of. I gotta find a fucking save point because I gotta fucking go to bed. Oh, cool. The horrible noises are back. Ah. Okay, hold on. What fucking items do I have on me right now? Not really anything. I gotta fucking remember where I'm supposed to be fucking going. Hold on. I don't think I got everything that I could have gotten in that other area, so I'm going to go ahead and head back. Oh, good. The noises are back. Okay. I don't mind if the world spins faster. Yeah, no, that whole now I remember that whole thing started because I was really upset about the way that the Trolls 3 soundtrack like lists the artist credit for Better Place, where it's NSYNC and Justin Timberlake. I'm still correct about that. Like, I'm still right to be upset about that, is the thing. Because even if Lance Bass's full first name isn't Lanston, it doesn't change the fact that Justin Timberlake is still represented by the band name NSYNC. So saying that it's NSYNC and Justin Timberlake is still redundant. There's a stepladder and wheelbarrows blocking the way. I can't get through. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. This is just a fire door. It doesn't lead anywhere. Door shut tight. Won't open at all. There's another Bergen Street platform down here. I'll probably just head for this. This is probably where I need to be, I'm sure. I think this is the other side of that door that I couldn't get through, actually. Unlocked. Cool. Ooh, funny door. Shit. Lock is broken. Can't open the door. Oh, shit! If you take too long to get up here, the train hits you. Cassie on the schmoove. What you doing over there, Cassie? Exploring the space? Baby girl's exploring. I guess while I'm running around trying to find a save point, I'll take this opportunity to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoy the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and co-host at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream is all done by Audrey and B of Team Capel. You can find on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, co-host, VGen, and Blue Sky at Team Capel. That's TEAMCATPLE. They do great work. Highly recommend commissioning them. Use their VGen. Don't email them. I believe they should be streaming Persona 3 Portable right now, so we're probably going to go ahead and raid into them. Yeah, they're streaming Persona 3 Portable. Upcoming streams. Wednesday, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Thursday, Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. We're finally back in Alamigo, thank God. About time. Friday, we will be continuing Immortals of Avium. Since we're now going to be on a bit of a hiatus from Team Catpool guest streams. And then next Saturday, we'll have some more Silent Hill 3. I'm going to try. I want to see if BobVids is available. Oh, there's a save point right over there. I want to see if BobVids is available to join for that one. That one's going to be probably more of an afternoon stream because I think we got something going on in the evening. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. There's a newspaper on the floor. It's nothing but garbage. Because it's been a lot of fun having BobVids on the stream. So I'm looking forward to seeing if we can get him back for some of these other Silent Hill games. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I'll see you next time on the Shark stream. Same Shark time. The symbol's drawn on the floor. Hope I don't get cursed just by stepping on it. Same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.